what happened at the AFCON final yesterday between Morocco and Senegal was a total disgrace, an embarrassment to African football. Haba. African football was heading somewhere glorious up until yesterday's final. All through this tournament. The officiating had been shady before the final. And yesterday we witnessed an unprecedented level of chaos in an AFCON tournament ever. That was embarrassing. And CAF, the Confederation of African Football, should bury their heads in shame. They should all bury their heads in shame. The host Morocco were a total disgrace to football. They should be completely banned from football. That is unacceptable at any level. What the Moroccans exhibited at this tournament, totally unacceptable. How do we begin to explain this? I don't even know where I'm going to start from. But first off, football won at the end of the day. Congratulations to Senegal. And a lot of people are saying the Senegalese coach, Pape Thiaw, was wrong. I shouldn't have, led his players off the field. Are you guys joking? Are you insane or something? I love it. Coach Thiaw, I love it. If I were you, I would do it over and over and over again. If I ever felt any sense of injustice during a football game, what is all this nonsense in 2026? Why is Africa backward in 2026? Are we trying to say that the same set of referees who did so excellently well at the last AFCON tournament in Ivory Coast suddenly got bad within 2 years? Officiating was porous, especially in favor of the host Morocco. Where do we even start from? Do we start from the antics by the Moroccans, by their fans? Now, see how they were seizing the towel from the goalkeeper. See how they were snatching the towel from the goalkeeper. What have the Moroccans got with goalkeeper's towel, just to clean the ball, clean their gloves, clean their face, to make sure everything is dry and intact? What else do they want from towel? Destabilizing the goalkeeper. They did it against Nigeria in the semi-final to the Nigerian goalkeeper, Stanley Nwabali. That went unnoticed. CAF said nothing. And we saw it again. This is shame. This is an absolute shame to African football. For all those who care to listen. Look at how they were dragging the goal. Senegal had to station someone behind Mendy's goal to hand him to protect the towel from being seized by the Moroccan stewards. This is crazy. Only in African football would you witness something like this, scenes like this. Nowhere else. And CAF officials are just sitting there. And people are saying, the coach didn't do justice to African football by leading his players out on the field of play. Are you guys crazy or something? Pardon my language. So you should just sit idly by and say, oh, okay, it's okay. Go take the last kick of the game. Let's lose the final, and then we take our loss in peace. You think they are Nigerians? No. Nigerians always accept wrongdoings and we just embrace it. How do you give such a penalty at the 96th minute of the game? And then you are disqualified a legitimate goal by Senegal few minutes earlier. This is insane. And someone came up with some conspiracy. It's because CAF appointed incompetent referees, blah, 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 blah. Why are those incompetent referees Why were they not awarding incompetent, even decisions, bad decisions across board? Why were those decisions always favoring the host nation? We saw against Nigeria, 99% of decisions went the way of the Moroccans. Okay, it's a bad referee, incompetent, agreed. Why didn't he make incompetent decisions that will favor Nigeria? We saw against Cameroon also. Why didn't the referee make incompetent decisions that would have favored the Cameroonians? Why didn't he make incompetent decisions or bad decisions that would have favored the Senegalese? Why were those bad, incompetent decisions always favoring the host nation? Are you guys joking or something? And then we're hearing, oh, Brahim Diaz missed the penalty on purpose to save African football. I don't care whatever he did, whether he missed on purpose, he went for a Panenka that went bad. I don't care. What matters is that football won at the end of the day. Senegal did justice to African football. Congratulations to them. Now 2-time champions within the last 3 tournaments. And kudos, credit to Sadio Mane for actually leading his teammates back. At least the message was clear what they did, and he led the players back. He deserves kudos for that, calling them back to come fight and fight in the end like real men, which they did, and in the end they were crowned champions. If all that drama didn't happen, that penalty would have been taken and Morocco would have been crowned African champions. How? As how now? As how? And so then they win tournament. And so then they win tournament. And we saw rival fans clashing, fighting, Senegalese fans fighting the Moroccan police. It's all shades of wrong. All CAF officials should resign over this tournament. All of them. Corrupt officials. All of them should bury their heads in shame, bury their faces in shame, and resign after this chaos, after this calamity they have brought upon African football. This is why African football doesn't get enough respect globally. Must the host nation win the tournament? Must they win the competition? Why can't you win a tournament on the grounds of fair play? Why? They haven't won the tournament in 50 years. And so fucking what? What is our business with that? Win the tournament, on fair playing ground. Every single match against Morocco, everyone complained. Cameroon complained in the quarterfinal. I didn't even see the Cameroonian game. I was just, seeing a lot of posts on social media. I'm like, oh, wow, okay, we need to watch out for this. And against Nigeria, every single thing. And people were saying, no, that's not the reason Nigeria lost. How do you go into a boxing bout when one of your hands is tied behind your back? How do you fight? And we're hearing the Senegalese coach has already been sanctioned by CAF. CAF should sanction themselves. All of them should resign. They have no business running football at the top. They have no business at all being there. But of course, this is Africa. Things like this, nobody takes responsibility for it. Because by now, I would have suspected that the CAF president should have tendered his resignation this morning following the shambolic tournament we just witnessed, we just saw. And then we saw the Ghanaian referee that officiated the Nigeria versus Morocco game returning back home to a heroic welcome. Kai. Africa. Na real cause. No. Na real cause. This is not football. This is shambles. This is untenable anywhere in the world. Anyway, guys, drop your comments in the comment section if you really believe that Senegal deserves to be crowned African champions. Why not? Let's hear in the comment below. And also, let's hear your thoughts about the hosting of this tournament, the officiating, and everything you witnessed in the course of the tournament. And congratulations to Senegal for being crowned African champions. Don't forget to share and subscribe to my pages, and I will see you guys in my next video. Ciao.